Okay, boys and girls, we're almost done. I did want to point out one more thing on day 3 continued. If you go to number 2, this one, boys and girls, had an error in the answer choices. I did send a correction to your parents through Dojo, so you probably already got that, but just in case you didn't, the last one should read, the reader would pause after the words flat and before the word they. That's what the last answer choice should say. And boys and girls, I will say this, if you go back to page 194 and read the poem upside down, and I'll flip to it quickly. This is what we were learning before school was out, boys and girls. Remember we talked about how poems are structured. They are structured differently than a story. They are designed or broken into stanzas instead of paragraphs. And of course, in order for a poem to or in order for it to be considered a stanza, it just has to have at least 2 lines to be a stanza. And of course, we have 3 stanzas here, and each stanza has 4 lines. And of course, we had practiced reading a lot of poems before we got out, so this should be really easy for you guys. Remember how important the white space is. This is an author's way of telling us that they want us to pause and think about what's in that stanza before we go to the next stanza. So that white space in between is just a kind of a place to pause and stop and think about what you've read before you go to the next part. And remember to pay close attention to your periods and your commas. Those also signal places where the authors want us to pause to make meaning or sense of that line or that sentence within the stanza. And boys and girls, that's it for today. Thank you for bearing with me. I know that, like I said, some of you may have already completed reading all this, but this, even if you're finished, it's a time for you to go back through your work and check and make sure that you did everything correctly. And stay tuned, guys. I'll be sending you all more videos as time goes on. Hang in there. Stay well, stay safe, guys, and I'll see you next time.